to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So I realised that it's been a year since I did my completed pages in my Rita Berman colouring books, and since then there has been 2 more new releases, so Meine, Reise, Dirk Europa and Meine, Reise, Dirk Asian. So I thought it would be good to do an updated my Rita Berman completed pages, and there's been a few more completed in each of the colouring books, so I'm going to get going. So the first one on my pile is Developed under the Lupa Zoo, and I'm going to flip on the back in each of them. So I think this was probably on last year's. Artes are Experts, what I usually use to colour in these books. There is lots of sparkle on this page with stickles. This is with, looks like it could be near colour. That could be a silky crayon with some enchanted shimmer in the background. And there's lots of pentel dual hybrid. And I actually did a video on how to do this background, which I will link up here. This I did as a buddy colour with Jodie from JI Colorist, and I have continued the beads onto this page, and I just need to finish it really. In the background of this one is mica powder, very similar, looks like eyeshadows in the book, and there's some stickles in there as well, so lots of sparkle on there as well, but in the main that is Artes Expert, and there's some metallic watercolour paint in there as well. There. This one I did, I think, a couple of months ago. Again, this was a buddy colour. I can't remember who with, so I'm sorry about that. This is some glossy accents on the bottle. Lots of stickles in the background. Near Colour 2. Artes Expert pencils. They are my favourite in Rita's books. So yeah, I think there's quite a few updates that I've done across these books. That's my kind of avatar picture on my YouTube channel. Love that page. Again, this one you will have seen from last year, so I won't talk about that one too much. This one you will have seen from last year. Lots of metallic watercolour on there, lots of Posca pen, taking out all the lack lines. This one I've done in the last couple of months. This was lots and lots of different blues, lots of different metallic gel pens. This was Calero watercolour paint in blue pearl, and my husband came up with the idea for these, for the animals in the circles, keeping them all the same kind of colour palette. One of my favourite pages, I have to say, this in this book that I've done so far. Okay, so that's that one, Developed under the Lupa Zoo. Then we have the most recent, Meine, Reise, Dirk Asian. I'm so excited for Meine, Reise, Dirk Africa at the end of November. It's on my list, ready to buy. So I did this as a full colour along on the channel. This is, I believe, Silky Crayon. This is Cosmic Shimmer Opal Glaze. I like the colour palette I used in that one. This I did a few months ago. I was in a bit of a yellow phase. I think I was away on holiday when I coloured all the postcards in that one. But I really like the yellow in that one. This was actually the second page I did in this book. And I just love the vibrancy of this and all the cute little cats. Lots of metallic paint, pentel dual hybrid, Cura Jelly Roll Glaze, stickles. And I think I used Neo Colour 2 or Ink Tints on the greenery. Then I did this one. I love this page. I knew I wanted red and oranges. I knew I wanted a kind of old brown paper look in the background, and then I got my Distress inks out with a stencil and had fun and added some kind of black stickles in there too, and then there's some metallic watercolour paint on the leaves. But that's one of my favourite pages. And then I took the vibe from that one onto this one. This I did as a full colour along on the channel. Very, very strict kind of colour palette. I used Distress inks and sprayed water on it to get this old vintagey effect. Again, it was the same colours I used. Quite a lot of bleed through though on the page behind, which is a bit annoying, but that's what happens with distress inks, I have found, if you use too much water. But that is everything in Meine, Reise, Dirk Asian. I need to do some more in that book. I might pull that out for this time. Then we have Mein Winter Spaziergang, which I will be reaching for in a couple of months, I think. This was, I think, the first one I did in this page, in this book. These don't look like Arteza Expert, but I can't be sure. Looks a bit like it could be Black Widows. Then there's like a chalk pastel background. What's this one? This one I did last year. A very limited colour palette. I wanted very cool colours. Then there is some Deco Art Galaxy glitter in the background, which I don't know if you can pick up, maybe just about. Yeah, I like that one. It's very, very cute. I think that's potentially chalk pastels in the background as well, with the acrylic paint over the top. I don't think I've done as many in here. This is a Christmas present page, so every present has some kind of sparkly gel pen on it. And I didn't do a background for that one, and I think there's probably some stickers on here as well. But I like the way that one turned out. This one I did, I think, winter last year as well. I love this. I love the greens. I just got all my greens out of my colouring pencil set and just went for it. And then I did this would be silky crayons in the background. I did just very cool effects in the background, and I've got out my Galaxy glitter. Paint again. Need to do some more in this book as well. Not as many in there. So that's my Winter Spaziergang. Then we have my Fruhlings Spaziergang. I did some experimentation in the back. This was a Dirk Europa page because I completely screwed up the background. That's one of the first ones I did in this book. I don't think I've done it here. I love this one. I want to carry it onto here, so I have to try and make sure I do that in the spring. It really goes to show my colouring though, because I can see a lot of block colouring here with hardly any shading. I like this one, but the other ones, yeah, I'll probably do it quite different now. It's really interesting looking back. Then this page I absolutely had a really tough time with and did not like it. I like the way it's turned out at the end, but I found it really difficult. This one I did this year. Lots of Pentel Dual Hybrid, lots of stickles in the puddles at the bottom. And then I got my brick stencil out and put the bricks behind the umbrellas, which I quite like. This I did 2022, last April. So you will have seen that one already. Some of them I've got dates on and some of them I haven't. So that's my Fruhlings Spaziergang. Then my Reise, Dirk Europa. Love this book. Absolutely love this. This is one of my favourites in this book. Lots and lots of sparkle on here, particularly on the snow, on the clouds. Love the way I've done the trees with the snow on them. You know, it's snowy, but it's still vibrant. And just one of my favourite pages that I've done. This one I really like, again, because it's away from my normal colour palette with the yellow for the wall. I'm probably going to move that across to this page as well, and probably move some of these pinks across. But I can't remember when I did this one. It was quite a while ago, though. Then we've got this one. I absolutely love my dog on this page, and I love my bike. I love my yellow bike, but I really hate the clouds. I really screwed the clouds up. I think it's got Sakura, Jelly Roll Glaze and Clear in it. I just hate the yellow. I wish I hadn't done the yellow. But I like the flower. I like everything else except the clouds on that page. Let's put that there. Then we have this page. I did this as a buddy colour. I really like it because I can't remember who I buddied with, but they did the opposite to me. So they did red flowers and yellow clogs. So that was really fun. I've done quite a few in this book, actually. This was the first one I did. I did this on the channel. Did I do it on the channel? No, I didn't do it in the channel. That's a complete lie. I did a different one on the channel. But this was the first one I ever did in this book. Really like that one. And this one, I was experimenting with my Brutfuna macarons, so it's all pastel colours. Absolutely love it. There's some glossy accents, there's some stickles in there. But I had a lot of fun. Really, really like it. And again, I'm probably going to move some of those colours over to the patisserie once I get around to it. I've seen amazing versions of the patisserie, so I'm a bit scared. This one I did during Storm. We had in the UK where we had a power cut. You'll have seen that probably last... No, you wouldn't have seen it last year. So I'm not sure if I had the book then. So that's that one. This is the one I did on the channel. I did a square, one or two squares per video, and I will link that up here. But this is, I think, in the Italian section, so hence the red, green and kind of cream in the background. Yeah, love that one. This one I don't like very much. It's not as vibrant as the others. Didn't turn out as well. Didn't like the mica powder in the background. Just didn't like it as much. This one I absolutely love. So again, this is in the Italian section. I did this while I was on holiday, and then I came back and added the background and put the Italian flag in the background, and I absolutely love that one. It's one of my, and it turned out I really like colouring ice cream, and I do, as you will see. Really love this one. This was a buddy colour as well. There's some lunar paste in the clouds in this one, which I think you can just about pick out. I love the vibrancy of the buildings. I love my camper van with its glossy accent windows, and I just really had fun with that one as well. I have a lot of fun in Rita Berman's books, I have to say. You can really just do what you like. This one my daughter picked out for me. I don't ordinarily think I would have picked it out. Not my favourite. Don't really like the colour choices, but it's you know, it's done. So that's Meine, Reise, Dirk Europa. Then we have Mein, Herbst, Spaziergang. I have to say, I think this one is probably my least favourite out of the seasons, but I need to get back into it for autumn. So let's see what we have here. I have this one. So I did this last Halloween, or last October. I have to say I like this one. I really like the way the pumpkin turned out. Again, I just got all my oranges out of my pencil set and my pencil dual hybrids and just went to town. And then similarly for the raindrops, I just got all the blues out and went to town. And there's a silky crayon background for that one. So you wouldn't have seen that one last year. I don't think. We can't get the thingy back in. What else have we got in here? This one I did, I think, last autumn as well. I just love the background for that one and the way I've got the apples. Yeah, I've not done very many in this one at all. So I've only done those two. So that, I think that's, I need to do some more in that this autumn. Then we've got De Welt unter de Lupa Zoo, and I've done quite a few in here now. I say that, it's probably in about 4. Here we go. That one I did last winter with the deer. Some glossy accents on the berries. Stickles in the sky to represent the snow. Like the way that one turned out. I believe I did this one last autumn. One of my favourite pages I think I've ever done. The background I think was watercolour paint, and I went over it with pencil. There's lots of watercolour, metallic watercolour paint in the acorns on the trees. There's glossy accents. There's stickles. There's stick-on stars in the sky. Love it. Love it. Yeah. So this one I did. I can't remember, but I love this page with the different colour leaves. There's some stickles for the dandelions. There's mica powder, and I was going to move the colour scheme over to this side, but that didn't kind of happen. And I did a colour challenge for this where it had to be rainbow. So I did all the snails, different colours of the rainbow, and then I put mica powder in the background. So everything else had to be grey or monochrome. So I did the leaves grey. I just really enjoyed it, and I like it as a double page spread. This one I did in August 2022. Love this page. It just worked for me. Just was amazing. This was the first page I think I coloured in this book. I love the fact that my mushroom is not red and it's a different colour for a change. There's Neocolour 2 in the background. I think I used the ink tint to the grass. That was fun. Then I did this one this year. And I think you can really see the way my colouring has changed in the year. I can't remember what I used for the background. Maybe ink tints, maybe Neocolour 2, it'll be one of those. But I love the vibrancy of this. I love my bird. I love the yellows against the purple. I just had a lot of fun. I actually started that while I was on holiday in Yorkshire. So that was this year, probably around Easter. This was probably the year before. So again, I've got a double page spread done in this book. So this page is really similar to the water book where you've got all those bubbles. So I've got to find it within me to be able to colour all the leaves. That's going to take a lot. And then obviously I've done this one as well, front of the book. Really like that one too. There's lots of metallic watercolour on there, lots of stickles. I just loved colouring all the animals. So that's developed onto Lupa Zoo. And then we've finally got Meine, Sommer Spaziergang. And I've done a few more in here this summer. I've got a few double pages I think I've done. Oh, I say that and I can't find anything. So I did this last year. And then a sneaky peek for my completed pages for this month. I finished this month. So I've got these two double page spread completed. I loved colouring these ice creams. I had such blast. And I used the Cosmic Shimmer Opal Glaze and moved it across to here. So you've got a bit of shimmer on in the background. I had absolute blast with this page. Loved it. Did that last year. I want to move that across to there. I did this is a double page last year. One's on the beach and one's in the sea. Similar colour palettes on the ball, swimming costume. This matches the flippers. And I love that. That's Neocolour 2 background. This was the first page I ever coloured in this book. And this was the one that spurred my love for Rita Berman, because this was the first Rita Berman book I bought. Yeah, love that one. And then I did this one last year and I just finished this one in the last couple of months. And again, I think you can see the difference where my colouring's gone and that kind of thing. So that was Meine, Sommer Spaziergang. And that's it. That's all my completed Rita Berman pages for 2023. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to do a buddy colour in any of these, do drop me a line because I do enjoy doing that. And particularly in Rita Berman, it's always good to kind of... jump ideas off each other. Any of these would be fine, but I'm hoping to get the Africa book at the end of November, so equally happy to be doing that as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.